My friends, what's going on, everyone? My name is Kai. Welcome to my channel, Life of Kai. Really appreciate you for being here. Hi, I'm Kai. So my friends, I have a really funny Cyraxx video to show you guys today. In this video, Cyraxx thinks that he has been issued an arrest warrant for constantly flashing people on live stream. So this is a video that he made to directly speak to the judge before the trial, because Chance thinks that you can just, contact a judge before a trial and persuade them. Either way, guys, let's get right into this. This is from Goblin Records, a very good channel. Check them out. Let's get right into it. This is him addressing the judge. God, what a jackass.
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Chance, and I am a victim of John, Southern, and William here.
You're not a victim, Chance. You're not a victim. You're the perpetrator all the time. All the time.
And I'm
God, you're
here
dumb.
to explain to you what is going on.
Chance, the person who's being arrested is not the person who explains to the judge what is going on, okay? Could you imagine if you just, committed a heinous crime and then you were like, "You know what, judge? Let me tell you what really happened." God, you're an idiot.
You see,
Picking his nose.
I originally came after these people for civil damages for what
No.
they have done to me.
They haven't done anything
Yes,
to
these
you.
people have done over $9,000 in damages to my property.
God, what an idiot. So he's talking about all of the Xboxes and computers that he's bricked by putting in the kill sticks himself. Nobody broke into his house and broke all of his stuff. Nobody like stole all this stuff from him. They sent him a kill stick that said kill stick on it, and he decided to plug it into every single device that he could. That's your own fault, Chance. It was even labeled kill stick, you jackass.
To rid me of a career
God,
in
you're an
social
idiot.
media as a content creator.
Chance, you've been trying to have a career on social media and YouTube for 10 years, and it's never happened once. You've never made a single penny from it. Why don't you just give up and try something else, you jackass? God,
Well,
you're dumb.
they decided to hire their now former lawyer, Cypress, to fight back.
He thinks he's talking to a judge, right? Judge Cypress is coming after me. Everybody in Chance's life is just a screen name. I don't think Chance, if you were to have a child with Chance and you were to say, "Hey Chance, what should we name him?" He would definitely name the kid like DJ Phoenix Scarlet Fire. God, what a jackass. He doesn't know real people's names. He just knows usernames. William Glory Hole. God, what an idiot.
And they did so
No, they didn't.
in a very underhanded way that
No, they didn't,
I'm sure you're
Chance.
not okay with.
That I'm sure you're not okay with, Judge. Judge, they're being mean to me. They're bitches. They're bitches. Thick.
These people decided to hire Cypress as their lawyer to represent them.
Cypress, just one name, Cypress, the law firm of Cypress. What a jackass. This guy doesn't know how the world works at all, does he?
And Mr. Cypress, their former lawyer, has been knowingly and
God, you're
allowing
dumb.
them to continue to commit crimes.
Crimes, Chance. What crimes? You're the one who's committed a bunch of crimes. Also, I'm going to turn the playback speed to like 1.25 because Chance takes forever to say anything.
Everything from trying to have my lawyer using the deadly neurogan, the deadly toxic gas known as sarin.
What a moron. So he's talking about sarin gas. What an idiot. He's trying to unalive my lawyer, bitch. Fuck you, Chance. You're dumb.
which is a deadly chemical agent.
I don't think you need to tell a judge what sarin gas is. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Is that like helium? Oh, it's a bed bug spray. He's recently fumigated his room, so the bed. That's why this video is so blurry because there's so much bed bug fog.
Pardon me. To trying to frame me by having the evidence picked up by Mr. William here, who has committed fraud by doing so. That's how he obtained the evidence. He pretended to be a courier and stole the evidence and destroyed the evidence.
God, you're an idiot, Chance. So William Gloryhole shows that Chance doesn't know what William Gloryhole looks like, right? So William Gloryhole went to pick up all of Chance's broken devices, things that he signed off for. And by the way, when he put the value right beside the items, he put them at 0. What a jackass.
And before
He
they
didn't even
destroyed
know
the
what
evidence,
William Gloryhole looked like. So when he showed up at his property, he didn't even know it was William. It's pretty funny.
William and Southern here came up with the
Oh,
plan
he's picking his ass. He's talking to a judge and he's picking his ass. So gross, Chance.
to take tape and clone my fingerprints that were on the evidence that was supposed to go to my lawyer, Laura, and write into the evidence locker. Once they took the tape and cloned my fingerprints, they planted it.
This is a real person. This is a real goblin. This is a real thing that exists on our planet. And he thinks that people are doing like Men in Black style lifting fingerprints, putting them on God, what an idiot.
On several kill sticks. And if you don't know what a kill stick
Chance, they didn't need to take your fingerprints and put them on the kill sticks. You put them on the kill sticks. You were the one that plugged them into all of your devices, Chance. God, you're dumb.
A kill stick is a device that you plug into a electronic device, and what it does is it sucks in the electricity
Oh
from
my
that
God.
device and shoots it back out at such a rapid pace that it destroys the electronic device
God, you're
and
an
it renders
idiot.
it useless. And I do
It
have
just stands there for like 5 seconds. It renders it useless. What a jackass.
video evidence of William and Southern here admitting to these crimes. And John here also has been doing the same thing because they had him take and do the same thing with the sarin and the letter, which he forged in my name to try to make it look like I was firing my lawyer.
Chance has so many excuses for everything. He can never just tell the truth. He can never just say how it is. He has to make up a million excuses to make himself look like the biggest victim in the world. And you're not, Chance. You're a jackass goblin. You deserve everything you get.
And the reason why they are doing all this is because they know
It's because it's funny,
that
Chance.
they are
It's because it's funny, and you're a lolcow, and that's the only thing that you're good for, Chance. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna be entertaining for us, Chance, and that's it. Or get off the internet.
facing serious charges for this. The charges they want to put against me are 31 counts of indecent exposure, which
31 counts of indecent exposure. Imagine having so many indecent exposures that it's over 30. like like to do it once or twice is already unhinged and wild. If you guys don't know, when Chance gets really angry at people when he's like being interviewed on live stream or when he's on like a panel or something, if he doesn't like what the people are saying and he wants to get them banned, he'll just pull down his pants and start jumping around like a moron. Um, Imagine not only doing that, but doing it once or twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 10, 20. Imagine doing it 31 times. And then contacting the judge and being like, "Listen, judge, I shouldn't be in trouble for any of this, bitch, because they pushed me to do it. I know I exposed myself 31 times, but it doesn't matter, bitch. It doesn't matter. It was all John's fault. Cypress. Fuck you."
I understand is wrong, Your Honor, and I will admit that yes, those things did happen. But
That's what you should admit to a judge, Chance. Yes, the crime that you're about to try me for, I just want to let you know from my own mouth, it definitely did happen. But it shouldn't matter why it happened. It because William Glorio made me do it. Fuck you.
I have since then been doing everything I can to keep my nose clean.
Chance, you can't just commit a bunch of crimes. Tell a judge that you've committed a bunch of crimes and then be like, but then don't worry, judge. I may have unalived 45 people, but that was only 12 days ago. But since then, I've kept my nose clean. I'm doing much better. I found God. I'm going to church. You know, as long as Jesus helps me, I know I can get there. God, what an idiot.
I've been spending time with my friends, my family. I've
Chance, nobody cares. You know what? You know how I've been atoning for the crime that I did? The heinous crime that I did? I've been hanging out with my friends. You know? That's good, right? That'll sway you, right? God, what a
been
moron.
trying to work on films. I even I even got this.
Chance, nobody cares about the judge wouldn't care about your hobbies when you're being tried for indecent exposure, you moron. What's he gonna pull out? What is he gonna show? Now, I've never seen this video, so I don't know if he's gonna pull out the gold chain with him on it. I don't know if he's gonna pull out like maybe that record plaque that he got, that he just made for himself or a fan made for him. It's terrible. What do you guys think he's gonna pull out? Whatever it is, it's gonna be stupid. Maybe it's the YouTube play button where he got 100,000 subscribers. That never ever happened ever, and it's just a play button from Etsy. What's it gonna be?
Back in 2022
Oh, it's the
or
album art.
2023 or no 2021. I'm sorry. I got this back in 2021 for doing music.
It doesn't matter, Chance. It doesn't matter at all. Anybody can buy one of these. Like it's a very very simple surface that you can get any framing place to do. God, you're an idiot.
One of my longtime fans that has been an amazing, wonderful person had this made to commemorate my first physical CD.
God, you're an idiot. Everybody that Chance knows is an unbelievably wonderful, kind, loving, best person that he's ever met. Big brother. It's a weird dichotomy because the thing is, nobody in Chance's life is nice to him. Nobody. Sally hates him. Everybody hates him. So nobody is nice to him. So I think he's got this weird tick where he wants to make it sound like only the trolls hate him. Like he's absolutely loved everywhere else except for this small group of trolls that's ruining his life. God damn it, Chance, you suck.
Sale. I even have an official YouTube play button
No, you
hung up
don't have an official YouTube play button, Chance. Chance, it would be very easy to find out if you've ever had 100,000 subscribers. It's never happened. You've had 1,000 subscribers a few times, and the only reason is because people like to subscribe to you, and then mass unsubscribe right when you're about to hit monetization, which would never happen. Chance, you think that the only thing that you need for monetization is 1,000 subscribers. You also need like thousands of watch time hours within the last like 90 days. And not only that, once you do get monetized, buddy, you're like, stop it, okay? You're not going to make a living off of what you do. My channel is pretty damn small, but it's pretty all right. It's pretty big for what I'm doing. I make a couple $100 a month from my YouTube channel, and most of it comes from donations. I might make maybe $50, $60 a month from all of my videos and all of my shorts. Chance, It would take so long for you to accumulate money on here. You would never get paid out. If you don't get paid, if you don't make at least $100, it will lapse until the next month, and then it'll keep adding up. You would never get it. It would never add up to $100. Chance, stop it. You have a better chance of making money online by like answering those scam survey ads.
Downstairs in my family's living room to show that I have surpassed 100,000 followers
No, you
on
didn't.
YouTube as of
No, you
last
didn't.
year.
No, you
And the
didn't.
reason why
Also, he's trying to use fame to get out of being in trouble. Like he's like, you know what? All of the American celebrities can do it. I'm an American celebrity, bitch. I'm an American celebrity. I have 100,000 subscribers, so I shouldn't go to jail. What a moron.
I no longer have that YouTube play button, or why I no longer have that YouTube channel that the play button was originally supposed to go to, was
Because it
because
never
these
existed.
people had their friends false report and shut down my YouTube channel.
You're
Hence
talking to a
why I no
judge,
longer have.
Chance. You think you're talking to a judge, and this is what you're coming up with? The fucking trolls took down my YouTube channel, Judge. I know I did 31 counts of indecent exposure, and I'm proud of it because I did it for my friends and my family.
The channel.
Jackass. He's always saying that he's proud of pulling down his pants and doing all of those things. So we'll see if he backtracks. We'll see if he says that like he's deeply ashamed of it because he's not. He's not. He always talks about how proud he is of doing those things and how he would do them again. God, what a jackass.
But these people want to try to push the indecent exposure thing on me to
Yeah,
get me
it
locked away so they can continue to victimize.
You should be locked away, Chance. You should be locked away. That's what this whole thing is about. That's what this whole thing is about. You should be locked away. You should be locked away in a medieval dungeon.
More people. What they want, Your Honor, is nothing more than to shut me up.
And Chance, they don't troll. Like, we don't troll a million people. Like, I'm just a commentary guy. I don't have my hands in the basket. You know what I mean? I'm not actively trolling this guy other than making fun of his videos. You know what I mean? But the people that are trolling you generally are just trolling you. I don't cover any other lolcows on this channel. You know, my channel is a travel channel and a gaming channel. You're an anomaly on this channel, Chance. But you're such a Jerry Springer contestant that it's unbelievable, and you have to be looked at and mocked. And also, you have to be watched because you do horrible things like 31 counts of indecent exposure that you admit to. But all of these people that are trolling you, most of them are just trolling you. They're not we're not part of a huge network, a big cabal of people that are trolling thousands of people all over the internet. It's just you, Chance. God, you're an idiot.
They want to shut me up
You deserve to be shut up.
because they want to victimize more people. I'm not the only one, Your Honor.
No.
There are hundreds of others like
No,
myself out
Chance.
there.
Have you noticed that during your little break, you've been off the internet for a few weeks now? First time it's happened since I've been watching you. Have you noticed that people haven't stopped making fun of your nonsense? You know, we haven't moved on. You're just that captivating, Chance, you moron.
That these people have victimized for years. And they've been covering it up for years. While these people may not be directly involved with those other people, they are still very much connected to the groups that are involved.
I wonder if he's gonna mention the Chance Wilkins is a you know a predator Facebook group or the Veterans Against Chance Wilkins. That's so funny. Veterans Against Chance Wilkins. You should join those groups too. They're funny as hell. They are absolutely funny as hell. The things that get posted in there, absolutely join them. If for some reason you still are on Facebook.
And if you'd like evidence of all this, Your Honor, go take a look at their electronic devices.
Chance, you can't just have somebody take away your electronic devices. If it was so easy to just tell a cop to go look at their electronic devices, every piece of electronics that you've ever had would be seized immediately, Chance. Why don't you show the police your electronic devices? God. You
Their
get Chance, this is a civil matter. This is a like you oh my god.
electronic devices will have everything on there. And the only
Chance, you
reason
can't
why their
just tell a judge to go seize people's electronic devices because you said so. God, you're an idiot.
conversation about my lawyer was not on there,
You don't have a
it was because
lawyer.
they decided to do it in a voice chat on Discord that my dear friend CIA Hole, who is a very near and dear friend to me,
Why does he always have to do this? Why does he always have to say, my best friend, he's the best in the world, he's so nice to me, and he's polite, and he's kind? Why do you do this, Chance?
caught for
Nobody
himself.
cares.
He overheard it himself when he
Again, I think he's trying to do it to make it seem like only the trolls are bothering him, like everybody else in his whole life just treats him like a little angel and he's like a perfect person, but it's these trolls that are just getting to him. Also, that's a cursed pause. That's a cursed image right there. It looks like he doesn't have teeth and he's doing that denture thing. You know what I'm talking about?
was in their Discord server gathering physical evidence and
God, you're
screenshots for
dumb.
me. He overheard them, and all night, that
What
night that he told
Chance?
me, I had been trying to get a hold of Laura, my lawyer, to let her know what's going on.
You don't have a lawyer.
Your Honor, I know what I did was wrong, and I get that. And I've atoned for my sins.
I've atoned for my sins. Moron. First of all, Chance, you are not fucking Christian, okay? So stop right there. Stop right there. This guy with his Christian nonsense drives me up the wall because anybody who is Christian, who truly cares about that religion, would not be doing the goblin activity that you do, Chance. My God. Second of all, fuck yourself. Also, it doesn't matter if like what sins and crimes are two completely different things. I mean, there are crimes that are inherently sins, but a judge isn't gonna. Oh, you know what, judge? I went to confession, and bitch, I did my 10 Hail Marys, and I've atoned for my sins. Guys, bitch, fuck you, Chance. God, you're dumb. And you've not atoned for your sins. All you've done since is goblin activities.
I have spent years and years suffering because of these people.
No, you haven't. Chance, John only came into the into your universe like 6 or 7 months ago. Okay, I remember watching John before he was actively trolling you. Back when he was just making the Cyraxx sucks at acting or the Cyraxx sucks at music. Those videos when he wasn't directly targeting you. That was like 6 months ago. But Chance is like, it's been happening for years. 12 years, bitch. 7 years, bitch.
Your Honor, these people are a terrorist group.
No,
And
they're
in one of the
not, Chance. God, you're an idiot.
screenshots, all three of these people even said that they will do whatever it takes to not go to jail. They don't care what it takes. And the
They're not
reason
doing
why
anything
their former
illegal, Chance. They're not doing. Trolling you is not illegal, okay? Not at all.
lawyer, Cypress, handed over everything to them, to their current lawyer, is because he did not want to be connected to them. And he knows what they are doing.
You're a liar.
He even helped them.
Fuck you.
Matter of fact, when I confronted them several times and their lawyer, when I confronted them both, I kindly asked them to please tell them to be quiet.
I kindly ask them to please be quiet. Something that Chance has never, ever, ever done. Chance, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I asked him really nicely and politely and nicely to be quiet, and he wouldn't be quiet. He was a big meanie. What a fucking moron.
Granted, it was less subtle, but you know what I mean.
Oh, you didn't. You know what, Judge? I was really nice to him. I said please and thank you. I wasn't that subtle about it. You know what I mean? What are you talking about, Chance? Contradicts yourself in your own in one sentence. In the same sentence.
When I asked him to please shut them up, he said, guys, please keep talking.
He wouldn't make them shut up. He wouldn't make them shut up. What a baby. What a child.
This man has an associate that was in their Discord server by the name of Mike Oxard. That's Mikeox.
My Oxheart. Chance, you can't. This is why, Chance. This is why you're so popular as a lolcow. Because everything goes over your head. Mike Oxhard, that's what the guy's name
XA.
is. Mike Oxhard. That is ridiculous, Chance. How do these things go over your head? And he still doesn't understand William Gloryhole's name. He still doesn't understand it. He doesn't know what these things are. He's so stupid.
RD,
Mike
who
Oxhard.
was working for him behind the scenes,
These aren't real people,
helping him to
Chance.
direct these people and what to do and how to handle everything. Their lawyer, Cypress, and these three people here, Your Honor, are criminals. And as I said, Your Honor, they are trying to push the 31 counts of indecent exposure on me.
Judge, Mike Oxhart is trying to get me on 31 counts of indecent exposure. Jackass.
So that I can no longer speak out against them and their
His whole mission in life is just to speak out against 3 people that are bullying him. God, that's funny.
terroristic ways. Now, police have already been out here to speak to me about this. And they did give me a warning. They said, hey, you know, legally we could arrest you, but we don't want to.
There's no way that the police showed up to your house after 31 counts of indecent exposure and were just like, you know what, Chance? Chase the Rapper. You know what? Just don't do it again. I know it happened 31 times. 31. Just don't let it happen again. And then you'll be okay. As a matter of fact, as long as you promise that you won't do it again, all of your crimes are absolved.
We want to give you a chance. So stop doing this.
Never happened, Chance.
And if we have to come back out here again, then you will be arrested. And ever since then, they have not been out here for that. The only
For
time they've
that!
been out here,
For that! They've been out here constantly. Ever since that, Judge, they've just been showing up for different reasons. They're still here nearly every single day because people from different countries are calling the Akron Police Department and reporting me every day, but not for showing my button.
here are for swatting calls that these people have done on myself and
Not
my
happened.
family.
I think it happened one time, and I'm surprised it's only happened one time, to be honest with you.
Or for me calling or somebody in my family calling to make a report for something that was going on at that time.
No, Chance. No. All of these the majority of police calls are coming to your house because people from overseas are calling them and telling them the nonsense that you're doing on live streams. The hate that you're spewing, the threats that you're making, everything like that. That's why, Chance.
Now, I understand that you have a job to do and that you have to be fair, but Your Honor,
I understand that you have a job to do and you have to be fair, but they're being mean to me and I deserve immunity, bitch. Excuse me, Cyraxx. Why do you keep calling me a bitch? Because you are bitch.
These people are clearly criminals. And my lawyer has all the video and photo evidence to prove it. And if you do an open investigation on their Discord server and on their electronic devices, on all of them, you will find all the evidence that you need, Your Honor.
Chance, you have to obtain evidence legally. You can't just. Have you never watched? The problem with Chance is he's never watched, and I can imagine that he's never watched anything other than anime. You know, I don't think he's ever watched like a crime drama. I don't think he's ever watched like even something like Law and Order or CSI or any of these kind of things. He doesn't know how these things work, and he doesn't even have like a fake idea of how these things work, you know? Like how some people might, for example, a lot of people think that if you were to shoot a propane tank, that the propane tank would explode, right? And a lot of people think that because we've seen a lot of movies or played a lot of video games where if you shoot a propane tank, it explodes, right? But we know, a lot of us know that that's not what happens in real life, right? But Chance doesn't even have these. He's only seen these things happen in anime. So he has no basis on reality whatsoever, even though like those kind of reality shows, not really, well, CSI is not a reality show, but those shows that are based on crime, they're based on things that do happen in real life, you know? He can't even muster up those kind of things because he's never seen it. He just thinks that he can make a YouTube video that the judge is going to sit down and watch pre-trial, and then the judge is going to make like lawful decisions because of his sob story. Chance, if every single criminal that ever committed a crime could get off of it just by making a video about their sad sob story, nobody would be in jail. Chance, God, you're an idiot.
So, with that being said, Your Honor, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this.
Oh my God, this is going to be just like the Boston University video. Guys, I will, at the end of this video, I will link that video. I made a video on the chances talking to the Boston University, right? And the funniest part about that video is about a half an hour long. And at the 15-minute mark, he starts saying his goodbyes and wrapping it up. And then for the next 15 minutes, he keeps repeating his goodbye. I think he says it like 7 or 8 times. Now there's how much longer do we have of this? There's 8 minutes left of this 20-minute video, and he's already saying the outro. Let's see how many times he says this.
And I hope that between myself and yourself and the wonderful people here, that we can stop this terrorism from
Chance,
happening
you can't secretly work with the judge behind everybody's back. God, you're dumb.
to anyone else. Because 3 of the other people that have died because of these communities
By the way, guys, if you didn't know this, and if you're new to my channel, Chance has strangled his grandmother. Like, he has a criminal record. So he's been to court. He's been to court. He's been tried. He's been, he's gone through the process. Did he just forget how it works? Like, that was back in 2012, right? So maybe he thought technology was different back then. He wasn't really on YouTube and stuff like that. But Chance, you've been through this before. What do you think has changed? When you strangled your grandmother, right? Were you able to contact the judge pre-trial? Oh my God, what an idiot.
are somebody by the name of Sophia Chu, her brother, was killed by hired men. That the
He was killed by hired men. No, Chance. How is this even coming up? And again, he's bringing in another ridiculous name into this formal statement in front of a judge. Have you ever heard of Tofiachu, Judge? Tofiachu? You know, another one of the cows. Her brother was unalive by hired men, by the trolls. Chance, they were sleeping in a car in an unbelievably crime-ridden neighborhood. What on earth would you expect to happen?
Troll community hired.
The
That
troll community hired. The community. Chance, am I part of this community? I'd really like to know because I know that you think that, the commentary channels are part of the troll community. You think anybody who says anything negative or critical of you at all is part of the troll community. So let me ask you, did I hire these people, Chance? God, you're
these
dumb.
people's friends from one of the many groups hired. Another one is King Cobra JFS. His
Oh my
girlfriend
gosh. Now he's gonna bring King Cobra up. He's just gonna bring up all of these people, and rest in peace, King. But for the love of God, Chance, you think you're talking to a judge, and you're talking about usernames of people. A judge, one of the most, you know, like straight edged people in the whole world. Somebody who has been a lawyer for so long that now they're a judge. Somebody who's unbelievably smart, right? And you're talking to them about William Glory Hole and all these ridiculous names. God, you're an idiot.
Jessica by sending him something.
Also, this is not true, Chance. King Cobra died, sadly, because he wasted away. He didn't take care of himself, okay? If you guys, I never really watched Cobra that much, but I respect the respect that he had in this community, right? Um, and it's unbelievably disrespectful for you to just claim that you know how all of these people passed away, Chance. Cobra died probably the same way that you are going to die. He didn't take care of himself, okay? He didn't take care of himself and it caught up with him. I'm astonished that this hasn't happened to you yet, Chance, you moron goblin with your gross maw. Chance, you know what? You don't have anything to worry about the homeless arc. I truly don't believe that you're ever going to hit the homeless arc. I might be one of the outliers in the community, but I don't think you'll live to see the homeless arc. A lot of people wonder what's going to happen to Chance when Sally passes away. Guys, have you seen how decrepit this guy is? Can you imagine what the internals of this guy looks like? All he does. Oh my God. I don't think he'll make it. I don't think he'll make it. Stop claiming that you know how other people passed away, Chance, you moron.
And if you look on the website Kiwi Farms, on their Wikipedia page, they do have a wiki page. There are 3 people that have been noted in lives because of these people.
Oh my God.
They also ruined the life of somebody by the name of Chris Chan, who
So they ruined the life of Chris Chan, one of the most horrible people. One of the most horrible people. Somebody who assaulted his own mother. And not physically assaulted, if you know what I'm talking about. And went to jail for it. They were just mean to Chris Chan. They made him do all these horrible things, bitch. The Chris Chan was a good person until the trolls got to him. Chance, you are sticking up for some of the most horrible putrid people on the planet.
one of the previous groups previously coerced into having relations with his mom, which he ended up going to prison for.
That is unbelievably unhinged for you to say. Chance, he took advantage of his own mom because she was helpless and old, okay? She couldn't do anything about it. What are you talking about? The trolls made him do it? God, you're an idiot. Oh, and by the way, Chance, trolls can't make people do things, okay? Okay, oh, that's a cursed. That's it. That's a cursed pause right there. Absolutely. Trolls can't make people do things. I know that that might be a controversial thing, but you get to make your own decisions, Chance. You get to make your own decisions. If you're severely mentally handicapped, that's a little different. There's definitely ways that people can take advantage of handicapped people. Unfortunately for you, Chance, being ugly is not a handicap, and that's what he sings. He considers himself Fuck you, Chance. He considers himself. Fuck. Damn it, Chance. You piss me off. He considers himself special needs, right? Now I'm special needs. He considers himself special needs because he's ugly. Chance, it's not how it works, okay? That's not how it works. You're not special needs because you're ugly. You're not special needs at all.
They knew that that man had mental issues and they took advantage of it.
You have
And one of
mental
their other victims
issues.
that they are trying to pin on me is a Down syndrome kid who is unable to tell right from wrong,
So
or is
ridiculous,
unable to tell
Chance.
or comprehend what me or you as adults would be able to comprehend.
Chance, you started this off about defending your 31 counts of indecent exposure, and now you're talking about how they were mean to a Down syndrome kid. What? Where is this going? Also, I don't think calling him a Down syndrome kid is a very like nice way to. You can just call him like Mark, you know. His name was like what? Toby was it? You can just call him Toby. Toby with special needs. You don't need to call him a Down syndrome kid. Good lord. Shout out to all my autistic followers. So abrasive. Oh god, his insides are rejecting.
And the way they took advantage of this kid is they first tried to sign him to their fake record label,
Chance, what does
WMFC
this have anything to do with the judge? What are you talking about?
Records, which is responsible for stealing a number of my songs and my music.
They've made up a fake record label and they keep stealing my songs. It always comes back to him, eh? Even when he's pretending to stick up for Hobie the Down syndrome kid, he still makes it all about himself. They signed him to a fake record label who, by the way, were responsible for stealing my music. God damn it, you're an idiot.
Over the last 6 years. Because I myself am a music artist. I've been doing music for 10 years.
Chance, you already told her about this, or him, or whatever. That you already told the judge about this. Have you already forgotten this? And you're not a music artist, okay? You're as much of a music artist as I am a music artist, okay? I'm not a music artist, okay? And I think that explains the point. But, you know, I have a guitar, right? So does that automatically just make me a world-renowned artist, Chance? You like to play with instruments. You don't know how to play any instruments. You like to play with instruments, and you don't even like the idea of being a musician. One time he was like, fuck a record label. You know what? They want to tell me where to travel to, and they want to say, oh, you're going to be playing here or you're going to be playing there. No, fuck that. I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to travel when I want to travel. Chance, it's not how it works, okay? If you want to be a musician, a big part of that, a very big part of that, is going on tour. And you know who tells you when you're going on tour? Your fucking record label. Fuck you, I'm not going anywhere. Because I think he's got agoraphobia. I think that at this point in his life, he's definitely got agoraphobia. He's terrified to go outside, and he wouldn't go on tour. He wouldn't go on tour. I thought it would be a really funny troll to contact a venue in Akron, right? There's got to be bars in Akron, small bars or whatever, but places where you can do karaoke, anything like that, right? I thought that it would be funny to book a venue, right? And then contact Cyraxx and tell him, hey, you want to play a show? We've got a stage here. We've got the venue set up. We'll make a poster. We'll put Cyraxx right on the front of the poster. And we'll have you in. You can play between 8 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. On Saturday night. You know what I mean? I would love to see what he would do because he would hype it up. He would hype up the whole thing, and then he wouldn't show up because he doesn't want to be a musician. He wants to pretend to be a musician. He wants to pretend to be a karate master. He wants to pretend to be a ninja. He wants to pretend to be a self-defense guru, but he doesn't want to do anything to actually do it. God, you suck, Chance.
But not only did they try to sign him to a fake record label, they tried to destroy his electronic devices and pin the blame on myself.
Chance also thinks that there are Chance has been signed to so many fake record labels, it's ridiculous, right? He's also claimed that he was signed personally by Tupac to Tupac's label when Tupac died in what, 1997? I don't really know too much of a rap history, but in the 90s, right, when Chance would have been like 5 years old, right? But no, Tupac signed him. Definitely very, very stupid, very embarrassing.
These people are guilty, Your Honor.
Chance, you can't. If you are getting tried for something, there are millions in the entire world, right? There are probably at least a billion criminals, right? If the whole world has 8 billion people in it, there's got to be like 1 billion criminals, people that just I'm not even talking about like hard crime, but just crime in general, something that you could at least get a ticket for. A billion of them. Chance, there's crime going on all the time, everywhere, nonstop, 24/7. Okay? You can't be like, you know what? I know I'm getting tried for 31 counts of indecent exposure, but there's other things that are bigger than this, judge. You can't just say, oh, well, you know what? My crimes don't matter because other people are doing crimes that I deem to be more serious. I know that I've flashed people 31 at least 31 times, and I'm going to admit to you that I did it to a judge, right? I'm going to admit that. But these people made fun of me and they deserve more jail time. Chance, you're a laughing stock.
And I know this sounds weird, but if I may ask,
If I may ask, what on earth could Chance possibly be asking the judge? Let's brainstorm for a minute. Is he going to ask is he going to ask for immunity? Is he going to ask for special access to a um police team of people that will help him get rid of the trolls? Is he going to ask for some money? What's he going to ask for? What's he going to ask for?
because I have friends that are very good at hunting stuff down,
I see where this is going. Judge, I want your permission to enact vigilante justice on these people, bitch.
and I know it sounds like a very strange request, but is there any chance that I would be able to work alongside the courts and law enforcement with my
Oh my God, he is asking. He's asking for his own stars. That's what he's asking for. He's asking for his own stars team to come in and work for him, to go against the trolls, because he's got people that can hunt them down. Chance, they've been trolling you for a decade, and you haven't even figured out any of their names. All you can say is, oh, there's N-word boy, and there's William Glory Hole, and there's Antimatter Morty, and John and Southern, and Cypress, and and Schmecklecat, and CIA Hole. Chance, you're a goddamn phenomenon. Somebody like you is as rare as the aurora borealis, my friend, and I'm so glad that I found this. I'm so glad that this is in my life because I'm a Canadian, and in Canada we have to be very passive aggressive, and we can't really just openly yell at people because it's not culturally acceptable. So, Chance, you have given me the wonderful gift of being able to sit down a couple times a week and just let all my anger out. God damn it, you suck.
Team to help track down and bring down other troll communities like this wherever we can.
He's
Utilize
asking a judge for vigilante accepted to allow him to do vigilante justice on people who he deems are trolls, and he deems anybody who is in any way not nice to him a troll. Could you
whatever they see
imagine
fit.
if this guy had like absolute power? He would like pardon all of these horrible people that are in prison, and then he would replace all of the people in prison with people who have trolled just him. He doesn't care about other people getting trolled. He doesn't, because he always says, why don't you go troll Chris Chan, and why don't you go troll this person and troll them? Like, I don't deserve it. Yes, you do deserve it, Chance. You definitely deserve it. But you don't care about other people getting trolled because you actively tell people to go troll them. You don't care. You only care about yourself.
While staying within the laws
While
of the
staying
United
within the
States.
laws. Chance, you've clearly demonstrated about 1,000,000 times by now that you don't care about the laws. And you've even said it yourself. You've even said, when it comes to protecting your family and your friends, fuck the law. Fuck you. How about that, Chance? Damn it.
Because my team is very good at tracking down and
You don't have a
gathering
team.
information.
And they're clearly not very good.
Matter of fact, one of my team members is the reason why I got the address and the IP addresses of
No,
these three people, which I gave to my lawyer
you
so that
didn't.
she could do her job that much easier.
What do you think a lawyer can do with IP addresses, Chance? You give you find an IP address, you give it to a lawyer. Is a lawyer a computer expert, Chance? God, you're an idiot.
Because me and my team have nothing but the best intentions at heart, Your Honor.
No, you don't.
And we want to help people.
No, you
We
don't
want
want to
to
help
bring this
people.
kind
You want to help yourself, Chance. You want to help only yourself. You don't care about anybody else. You don't care about Sally. You don't care about Ed. You don't care about your friends. You know that this guy, as much as he cares about his friends, right? He cares about his friends. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So he had his friend Ethan, right? You might have seen him be talked about on some of my videos. If you don't watch all of my videos, you've probably seen or heard of Ethan, right? So when Ethan was his friend, he Chance texted Ethan's wife and started hitting on her, and he said, "Where's Ethan right now?" And she said, "Oh, he's out at the grocery store." And then immediately Chance says, "Oh, well, when he's not around, do you ever think about me, like, sexually?" He's an absolute degenerate sex pest goblin, okay? He is not a good person. He doesn't care about his friends. He strangled his grandmother, okay? He steals his grandmother's underpants so often that it has become an issue in the house, okay? This is somebody who has to be locked inside of his room during the day. It's ridiculous.
Terrorism that is slowly becoming a very serious threat. We want to try to bring that to a stop
No,
before
you
it gets
don't.
any worse.
No, you don't.
And with your permission, Your Honor, we would like to bring down the rest of these communities that we know.
Chance, I don't think a judge can give you permission to break the law. I don't think that that's how it works. I don't think that a judge can just say, "Well, you know what, Chance? You clearly you've been bullied for a long time. I'm going to let you have 3 moitas. 3 moitas. All right? But no more than 3, Chance." God, you're dumb.
About that these people have worked alongside and have been friends with.
No, they haven't.
If that is okay with you, I already
No.
have a team ready to go
It
at
wouldn't
my
be okay
command.
with them. It wouldn't be okay with anybody. Chance. God, you're dumb.
I have no problem with that. And Your Honor, I want to say this as well.
What, Chance? What? Are you at least gonna say sorry? Are you this whole time he hasn't said sorry. He said I atoned for my sins. He didn't say sorry or anything. Are you gonna at least once say sorry?
For the record as well. And that
What?
ever since the police came out here and gave me a warning about what I had been doing, which, by the way, Your Honor, was done out of pure desperation and fear.
It was done out of pure desperation and fear. I'm proud of it, Vitch. I'm proud of it.
At that point in time, Your Honor, I was not in a very good mindset. I will admit that.
Chance, you can't get out of crimes that you've committed by saying, "Oh, you know what? I was really stressed out that day. I was not in a good mindset. I'd been bullied all goddamn day, and they deserved it." Bitch.
I was very distraught.
Doesn't matter, Chance.
Local law enforcement or law enforcement in general was not helping my family.
Chance, do you know how many people have been blacked out and have committed horrible crimes and they're sitting in prison and they have no memory or recollection of the crime that they committed? You know, that doesn't get them off the hook.
Matter of fact, if you look at Akron, Ohio law enforcement and our call records, my family has called over 120 times. And each of
Chance doesn't know how. Chance's whole family doesn't know. First of all, it's 133, and then that was years ago. And then they just keep saying, "Oh, we've called over 133 times," which is true, but I don't think they know how to count any higher than 133 because they've been saying 133 over and over and over again for like 3 or 4 years. God, I mean, by saying over 133. That does make sense, but god damn it. How do you count all the way up to 133 and then for the next several years just say, "Oh, we call it, you count it over that." God, you're
calls were my
dumb.
family begging for help.
Not begging for help.
And their failure to help my family is what led me down that path
Oh
to
my
do what I
god,
did.
Chance.
And am I proud of doing what I did? No.
Chance, you've said on record so many times that you're unbelievably proud of what you did and that you would do it again in a heartbeat to protect your friends and your family.
I'm very disgusted with myself.
No, you're not, Chance. No, you're not. He lies about everything. He fucking lies nonstop about absolutely everything that he can possibly talk about.
I'm not proud of what I did.
You are proud of it,
But I will tell you
Chance.
this, Your Honor. Ever since the police came out here and gave me a warning to stop, I have been following their warning and
That's
have
so
not been doing it
stupid.
since.
God, what an
I have been
idiot.
sticking to myself, hanging out with my friends. What friends
I've been sticking to myself, hanging out with my friends. Chance, those are both opposite things.
I have left. I have been working on music. I've
Nobody
been working on
cares.
content. And
Nobody
I've been doing
cares.
everything I can in my
And
power
you haven't been working on content. Constantly going online and complaining about trolls bullying you is not making content.
to stay out of trouble, Your Honor. I can say that. And so can my family and friends.
Chance, is your room on fire? I just noticed that. What on earth is going on in this area of his room? Is his room on fire?
So, Your Honor, I kindly ask you to please do an open investigation on these people. Their devices need to be seized. Because
Chance, you can't just tell a judge to seize somebody's devices. Oh my lord.
you will find your answers. It is there that you will find everything that you need, Your Honor. Between them and their former lawyer, Cypress.
How are they going to track down Cypress, Chance? How are they going to just track down this random username?
You will find everything that you need. Thank you for allowing me to share, Your Honor.
Did he just bow? Did he just bow to the judge?
Everything that you need.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for allowing me to share, Your Honor.
Oh, Anna. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Anna. Shut the hell up, Chance. God, you're an idiot. This is what I'm talking about. He's only watched anime. He's only watched anime. He doesn't know how these things happen in real life. But it's weird because he has been to court. He has been, as I said, he strangled his grandmother. He has been to court. Why does he think everything has changed? God, what an idiot. Well, guys, that's it for today. I thought that you guys would really enjoy this video. I just saw the title of it, Talking to a Judge, and I had to get in on that. Guys, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my clothing line. Let's not worry about Chance's clothing line. Check out my clothing line. Guys, I hope you're well. Thanks so much for watching. Drop me a comment, guys. I love, love, love reading the comments that you guys leave me. You guys are very, very funny. I love reading the positive stuff, the negative stuff. It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate it. I want to let you know that the next video that I will be uploading will be a entire compilation of all of my Cyraxx content in February. So I hope that you enjoy that. If you're looking for something to, fall asleep to or listen to while you're doing a long shift at work, that video will probably be, several hours long. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate you, and have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for watching Life of Kai. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This act is very human.